Needles are the lifeline of any sewing machine, but we're working on the Husqvarna Viking Designer Epic 3 and doing short video tutorials on every page of the manual. Hi, I'm Sarah from sewingmastery.com, and let's talk about changing your needle, some etiquette for doing it correctly so you don't over tighten it, and then also how often do we need to change the needle. So one of the things that you can do for changing a needle is number one, lower the presser foot. So just start by pushing that button. That foot will come down and it will give you even more room on this machine. One of the things I think a lot of people don't realize prior to buying a machine of this size is how much space you have to get your hands in here for space, and then of course the awesome lighting. But when it comes to changing a needle, it's almost super easy compared. I know the other day I went to one of the smaller Vikings, or I should say more normal size Vikings, and I actually was having trouble. I was kind of fumbling with the needle, and I'm like, oh, this is so much nicer. So there's two parts in your machine you might want to keep close by. Usually I keep these in the front accessory box. One is the screwdriver, and by the way, both ends of this is a screwdriver. So this here will actually also loosen the screw, but on this side it's also a magnet. So I'm going to show you both on this. And then why this little guy? Oh, this is a multi-purpose tool. It actually has a little hole. So if you've ever dropped your needle in the machine while changing a needle, this could be your answer, especially if you have trouble just maybe getting your fingers in there to hold it. This will be an extension for making changing needles so much easier. As you slide this up the needle, you can take the magnetic side of the screwdriver. If you just give it a little twist, it will actually latch on and hold on to that screw, and then I'm going to just twist it towards me. As I give it a little wiggle, that will let the needle drop out, and again, this is handy for having this little holder to catch it. Now, not only does this holder have the hole, but that hole is actually has a flat side on the back, so it's almost shaped like a D on his side. So when I go to put a needle back in, I can put the flat side to the back and then make sure that it doesn't spin or get in there incorrectly when I'm reinserting it. So how often do we need to change needles? Well, obviously, as you go from fabric to fabric, there are different needles for different types of fabric. There's tons of videos out there for needle knowledge, learning needles for different stretchy fabrics or heavy fabrics or different types of thread. As you use a thicker thread, you need to use a bigger needle as you go. So there's lots of things. And then of course, people don't change their needles often enough. If you're having any trouble with your sewing machine not performing as it should, first thing I do is change the needle. Now the next thing people have trouble with is getting it all the way up as high as they'll go. Now see how nice this is? I can just like find it and push it all the way up, and I can give that a little pressure. If you don't get your needle high enough, well, that means that stitches aren't always going to connect correctly down in the bobbin thread, and also your needle threader will not line up. So that's another thing just to be aware of. The last thing when changing needles, big tip here, is when you go to tighten this, you need to make sure that you're not over tightening. So it's kind of a happy medium. It's a nice little snug, but it's not a crank. You'll have to find what works for you, but just kind of keep in mind, don't over tighten it. Over time, when people do over tighten that, it actually will eventually need a new replacement part at the top because it will eventually not tighten anymore. So just keep that in mind. If you're ever getting to a point where your needles are no longer staying in after you tighten it, that is the clue to have your local service provider fix that for you. You really can't sew after that part. It's just you've over tightened it too many times. So definitely find that happy use. And like I said, you can use the other side here too to tighten or loosen the screw, but the magnetic side is awesome. And that's the same screw you can use to take your ankle off over here. See how it attaches? And it's really, really nice. Another element for stitches not working well is if you haven't cleaned out from underneath your throat plate in a while. A lot of lint and fluffiness from fabrics do build up, and that will also cause stitches to skip or threads to break. So I always change the needle and then also take a peek underneath, clean all the way out, and we'll put a little video right up here in this corner for how to take care of your machine and how often you need to do the cleaning and maintenance on your own and how often you need to have it taken in for its annual service. If these videos have been helpful, make sure you're clicking like on every one that you watch and find all the videos in the complete playlist in the description below.